Welcome everybody to Sanity Lost, and I can hear a train outside my window.
Choo choo.
I can't hear it.
Yeah,
I can't hear it either.
And you're right by the train tracks there.
Yeah, I am right by the train tracks, and I would be very concerned if you could hear the train.
If I could hear it, it'd be a different train.
All Nite hears is the floodwaters coming up to be like, oh, this looks like a nice property. Let me take your power and internet for a little while. Okay, bye.
Did that happen recently, Nite?
I mean, not recently. There's a hurricane that caused problems last year.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking of. I didn't think of anything fun this year. I think Hal's normally the one that gets hit with all the fun.
Yeah, Hal's been suffering with a lot of flooding the past several months.
It reminds me to answer the...
Everybody thumbs up. Everybody thumbs up.
Okay.
Shadows.
Everybody thumbs up. Yep, cool. I actually have to prepare something now.
Completely different game that's already passed by the time you're watching this.
So we are in the season of spooky movie stuff. And for my other podcast, we are watching very terrible horror movies.
So terrible.
I think I watched one of the worst ones yesterday.
Uh-oh.
It is a little film called Blood Beat.
Blood Beat?
Yes.
Worse than Ginger
I
Dead?
think yes. Ginger Dead was actually funny. Like, it had humorous parts.
That was the one that you watched, right, Nite?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it was just sad.
Like, so there's parts of Blood Beat like that I did enjoy, aka the music, because it was very much like it was definitely like royalty free classic music combined with like the 80s synth like
And the end
like
and the end of the movie because it was over. Is that another part you enjoyed?
This was like there was multiple times when I'm like, how much more of this movie's left? But I'm gonna spoil this whole thing. It's pretty much the mom is a psychic, and her boyfriend who wants to marry her is like, hey, the kids are coming up. Why don't I let them know we're getting married? And she's like, don't you ever say that. And she's just like, okay. She doesn't talk like a demon. But it was just very like, no. And it's like, fine. And then he goes outside and whatever. Kids come in. Son brings surprise. In the description of the movie, it says fiance. The audio balancing is so terrible. I don't know if they said that she's a fiance, but she's just girlfriend that's come home.
Okay.
And mom doesn't approve. So, anyway, this all goes forth. Like, it's no secret that like the mom has like special powers and stuff, and like can like read minds or whatever, and everything.
Like everyone knows, like the
Pretty
kids
much.
and
Yeah, the kids know. The husband knows, even though like he thinks it's a bunch of like gobbledygoo.
okay.
Like everyone knows that the mom is psychic.
Interesting.
But then,
Interesting premise.
But like I think the whole town knows too. Like it doesn't seem like this is a very like big secret. But the girlfriend is just like your mom is watching us. This is weird. And it's like all of a sudden like she's not feeling good. She like, and they're like, here, just take a nap, whatever. Wakes up in the middle of the night as there's this chest right next to the bed, opens it up, and there's a full set of samurai armor and a sword.
What?
In the middle of Illinois. So she opens it up and she's like, what the heck is this? Gets all nervous, and then like she's like, what is this? And like there was no chest there. There's no sword, there's no samurai armor, you're crazy. And she's like, okay. Well then for some reason a ghost of a samurai is now like roaming around this town, killing everyone that we met like earlier in the movie. Which it's like, okay, this is weird. But for some reason, whether it was in the writer's room or the director, whoever decided that whenever the ghost of the samurai is going to murder girlfriend, pretty much has a sexual experience.
Oh my
And
gosh.
it's like, and I'm like, yes. And I'm just sitting there and I'm like, what?
None of this makes sense at all.
Yes, it doesn't make sense. And then it's just like, so it's like every time she enjoys herself, or the one scene where she has the boyfriend join in bonding techniques, people die. And it's just like,
Well, that's
Did you
horrible.
check out the director and producer and writers like we did for Ginger Dad?
not yet. I figured I would save that for there. Yeah, we found out that we believe, I didn't look too deep into it, but we think the movie for Ginger Dead Man, the people that wrote it and produced it, also did porn. And
Oh,
so we're
the
just
names
like,
the names of the stuff that was in there is absolutely 100%. Like, there's no doubt.
Oh my gosh.
yeah, I didn't want to look down.
That's
I'm
funny.
like, I don't want to dig farther into this.
I mean, just
But,
I didn't
yeah.
look at the specifics, but the names of them are absolutely,
Mm-hmm.
absolutely.
What you would expect. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
So, yeah, that's what I ended up watching, and then I had to go tell Hop, because they're not so much of like the sex stuff in it, but it's like early on in the movie they're just straight up like gutting and like cleaning a deer that they caught, like, or killed, not caught, like to prepare like after a hunt.
Yeah.
And I know that's not her jam, so I'm just like, hey, just letting you know.
Get ready.
That's literally within like the first like 2 minutes of the movie, and it's just kind of there for about 5-ish minutes.
Ugh. So
And
weird.
it's like they like to zoom in and everything.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's
So-
what I watched.
Instructional video plus porno. Interesting.
Well,
Neither of them were very good. It was like, okay, cool, buddy.
Jeez.
Weird.
Well, that's
It-
fun.
Yeah, it honestly felt like this person watched The Shining and the Amityville Horror and was like, what if we did both with a samurai?
So
Yeah,
weird.
they shouldn't.
Yeah. I don't even think that's what you described though. The Shining
That's
plus
like,
I don't think that's what you
I was
described.
making big jokes about it, but like there's like a whole scene where like the house gets like haunted, and I never watched Amityville Horror, but I read the book and I'm like, maybe.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's like there's not like direct nods, but they're just like, we read both these books, and like the mom kind of feels a little bit like Jack Nicholson without going fully crazy.
Yeah. Weird.
So, yeah.
Well, this feels like
They
a fun
probably should've just-
experience for you.
Yeah, so that one is not one I suggested to John
No.
for the Halloween movie night.
Thank you.
Nope.
I found out the movie I mentioned it to John was actually like part of an anthology series.
Oh,
Really?
really?
Yeah,
Huh.
yeah, none of them are connected. It's just like
Huh.
every holiday they did one.
Oh,
Interesting.
interesting.
So
Well, maybe if we like it well enough, we can just keep it going for the next few years.
for the next 24 years, because there's 2 seasons, 12 episodes each.
Oh my gosh. That's insane.
I will be.
Old?
That's a lot of math. I'll be over 50, I think. Hold up.
24.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I will be.
I was going to say I'll be over 50. And I think we
Well,
decided
if-
you're older than me. I think.
Yeah, if we go by Elizabeth's math, I might be 37 by the time we watch all 24 movies.
You're just gonna stay 22 forever in my head.
Just like that Taylor Swift song.
Yeah.
It might be the only one I know. Anyway, let's stop talking about weirdos that play guitars and other strange things from the 80s. Let's do some Sanity Lost, where y'all... Oh, I guess I should share the...
Yeah, what's the new
share
song
the,
you
the
found?
sound. That's a good question. Do I want to show it off now? Yes, because it will fit. It also feels very much like creepy horror.
Yeah. I mean,
So-
we're climbing into a sewer. I feel like that's
Yes.
appropriate. Ooh, I like it. Oh gosh.
Yep. This... I'm going to call this song the A24 horror normal track. Things haven't gone fully crazy yet.
I don't like it. I take it back. I don't like it at all.
Yeah, soon your little sister will just stick her head out the window to get a fresh breath of air. But anyway. And your mom will not be very happy about it.
In a moving car.
Hereditary memes are my favorite memes. But anyway. So, the town underneath of Centralia seems to be on fire, which normally wouldn't be a thing that Caleb, Cora, and Skip would have to go deal with. Maybe Caleb. But Skip, I believe, heard a call for help. And that swung everyone into action, being like, let's go down, contacted who you needed to, grab a few supplies, and then you guys began to make your way underneath Centralia while Ashley is pretty much being Ashley on the radio. So yeah, you guys go down into this into the sewers, and it's actually like a pretty decent size. Like when you guys get down there, you notice that these sewers were actually like reinforced mines that they made, that they were able to like kind of just repurpose to siphon to whatever it's called, the plants. I'm totally forgetting what they call the place where they clean all the sewage and make it possibly okay to send back out.
Sewage treatment plant?
Yeah, that thing. The STP.
I'm not sure how much of that would have been in that particular time frame, but there would have been something done with it.
In our alternate history, it is. So you guys pretty much head into there, and you guys can see like it's pretty much like a normal mine that's all been reinforced, especially with the town being over it. And you can see multiple pipes just lining the corridors going down as you guys follow it. And then you guys also see a very clear smoke that's kind of just still collected up towards the ceiling. It's not fully under, like, filling the cavern. And unless you guys say different, I'm going to just assume you guys are following the path of smoke. How about that? Everyone give me just a listen check to see if you can hear anything else.
That is a 54 over 42.
41 over 20.
I have a 36 under 50.
Yeah, so Caleb, maybe you're just double checking the you're not really paying attention to what you can hear. and you're more looking and just observe. You're paying more attention to just this repurposed mine, just making sure that if there was any remnants of coal or anything else flammable, that it wouldn't be in danger of igniting as you guys are down here, which a quick pass without like fully diving into it, you're not seeing anything along the walls. It looks, besides the fact that it's like carved rock and clay, you can pretty much tell.
I also can't imagine a tunnel, any kind of the tunnels being left behind that had visible coal seams left in them anyway.
Yes. So, but like, you're not seeing anything else that would stand out to you that like, that you would know like from your time mining that would be a problem. And then Skiv, maybe you're more focused on like, you remember the voice, but like maybe in the back of your mind, you're just observing the smoke as it keeps getting darker and darker and a little bit thicker. It still hasn't come down to where you guys are yet, to affect your breathing. But Cora, you just hear more clearly like, "Help! We're stuck!" But it's still like a pretty far ways off, and it's like echoing.
Can I tell if it sounds like, can I tell the like age or gender based on the voice yet?
It sounds like a young boy. Age is gonna be tough, but it's like
no,
pre-puberty for sure.
Okay,
yeah.
so like it's triggering like kid to Cora.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so she like,
it's actually a baby.
she like pauses for a second, and I guess the other two would like notice that she's like straining to listen, and then she like looks at them and goes, "Do you guys hear that? I think there's more than just one of them, and I think it's a kid. We have to hurry."
And as she points it out, you guys can also hear like, "Help!" It's not just Cora hearing this. It's like you guys are. Once you strain to hear, you guys are also picking this up.
So I think we would move, or at least Cora would move in the direction of the sound.
Mm-hmm. Which currently there's only one path. Like you guys are following the smoke, and it's you guys are kind of going along Main Street. Like you kind of saw a few offshoots at the beginning, but like let's see if I move this here. Yeah, because you guys were over at the town hall, as you see here. But it seems like you're kind of following this road here. The one that kind of is curving, like you see where town hall, it says town hall. And then it's kind of curves out. If you scroll out, it's 42. It looks like it's following that. Which I don't know where a sewer treatment plant would be, but we'll just say with the thing that we said, there's one a little bit of ways off of the town, just kind of down the highway a little bit.
Okay.
Or I guess that's an interstate sign. Whatever, it doesn't matter. So yeah, you guys are following there, and it almost feels like you're just following that path. You can like recognize the curve and everything. But then something different appears as you see a split. You see that there is pretty much the pipes and everything keep turning down the path to go what you would assume and line up with Route 44. But then there's this crack, not a crack, but like a passageway that looks like that revealed itself within who knows how long. Goes a little bit farther down, and everyone can now hear the voices and see the smoke coming out pretty thickly at this point. And you can also hear, what Cora said originally is might be multiple. That is true. Like you guys can hear like other voices calling for help.
So does this look like
Okay.
it's is it look like it's the ground in that off that split is stable, or does it look like it's I don't know,
It looks.
crumbling, falling apart, that type of thing, or
It doesn't look like it's crumbling, but there's just so much smoke that it's, without spending a lot of time just kind of inspecting it, you can't tell just from a quick glance. And that's up to you. If you want to spend like a couple minutes just inspecting it before going in, I'll just need a roll for that, just because the smoke is pretty much like coming out pretty strong here.
so I think what Caleb wants to do here is find something to attach the end of a rope to, so that they have a means of finding their way back out. So that Caleb's gonna look to find something that he can attach a rope to.
Yeah, there's a support post there, that from the reinforced area that you can tie it to.
Yeah, so Caleb will attach that to the post, and I'm trying to think what kind of things I would have with me besides rope to attach to each of us to basically hook onto this rope
Handcuffs.
to avoid losing the rope, basically.
I mean, we all, I think, have rope. So I don't know if we could use like different lengths of rope, or do you have like carabiner hooks or something?
Well, I'm trying to think if that's something that Caleb would really have. The rope,
Yeah.
the rope definitely, because they're going underground, but
Yeah.
and I'd definitely he would not be going underground, especially not when there's smoke involved, without some means
Yeah.
of providing a return path.
Anchoring. Yeah.
But I don't know how prevalent something like carabiners would be at that particular time, or if that's even makes sense from the
What
types of
about,
things that he would take.
What about like just chalk? Doing like chalk markings or something like that?
There'd be potential to do something like that too, but the rope is more just that solid,
Right. I know
anchored
that.
but I don't want anybody to end up losing the rope either. So I guess what Caleb's going to suggest is that everybody make a loop with a smaller piece of rope and just loop it around the rope that he's going to be stretching down into the hole or down this path, and we preserve as much length of rope in general, and if we reach the end of the rope that he's got attached, then we just link the ends together and
Yeah.
continue further.
So while Caleb's figuring that out, Cora wants to like get close to the edge and like poke her head in a little bit. So she's gonna cover her face with the bandanas that we brought, and she's gonna try to talk to these kids. So she's gonna try to call out as loudly as possible. Can you hear me?
Help!
We hear you. We're coming. We're gonna try and get to you. Are you okay? Are you hurt?
Let's see. Yeah, my friend's stuck.
How many are you? How many of there are you?
There's only 3.
Okay. Is anyone really hurt?
Yeah,
Is there fire down there?
there's just a lot of smoke.
Okay. All right. Well, are you stay still and we're going to come, okay? We're going to come and get you.
Hurry up, Sally hurt her leg.
Are you for real? Her name is Sally.
I was gonna say.
That's what I said.
Cora is very triggered right now.
Check if Caleb just hearing Cora talking to the. Check and see if they have light that they can shine out. Try shining towards us.
Do you guys have a flashlight that you can shine?
I have a flamethrower now.
No more flame.
No. It broke.
Okay. Well,
Actually, hold on. Let me roll for that.
okay.
Yeah, it broke real bad.
We smashed it against the wall. In hindsight, that was a poor decision.
It must have been the spark that
Sally
started.
down.
Must have been the spark that started the fire.
Yeah.
We didn't start the fire. It was always burning. You have to believe us. Humor before terror. Anyway, what's going on?
So Cora says, okay, we're going to keep talking as we come so we can find you, okay?
Okay.
All right.
So
They say that a lot more concerned than the way I said that.
Yeah, I was going to say, they sound very calm now.
Skip, so Skip's been like watching the smoke filling up or just kind of coming out of the tunnel, and he's like, we need to be careful here, because even if we have a way back, if we get stuck down there, or if we get too far and it fills up with smoke, we're gonna run out of air before we can get back. Like we need to be careful we don't go too far.
Definitely agree. Let's try.
The kids are still breathing. Like, they're still conscious.
I know. We need to keep an eye on it, because it could happen fast. Like, it may be okay now, but
Can you
Does
see
someone need to
anything?
stay back here?
Can you see anything down the tunnel with your flashlight?
that actually probably isn't a bad idea. If one of us stays back, they can maybe, pull the others out by the rope. If they're attached to the rope, that may be the better way to go.
Who has the lowest luck?
I
Mine's
have
currently at
66.
71. Mine's currently 71.
Ah, I have the lowest luck by 1 point.
Alright. Roll me a luck check.
That's a 95 over 66.
Okay. So as you guys look down into into this like side corridor, you notice that the smoke is lower. It's still like pretty much, if you guys are gonna go in there, you either need to crouch or crawl to not be in the smoke,
Okay.
or need a way to like kind of cover your eyes. But it looks like the ground, like if they are on the ground, or just
So there is like breathable air. We're just gonna have to crawl,
Yes, but
basically.
or find ways to get through there. So pretty much whatever you guys are to, I'm gonna say now, what is everyone's plan? Is someone staying up? Who's
Okay,
going down?
so-
Is everybody going down?
Cora's the smallest, so I think she offers to crawl through
Who's the
at least.
Who's the strongest? Who has the best strength?
I've got Caleb's at 58.
Not me. I'm at 50.
I'm at 45.
So Caleb.
So do we have Caleb stay back to pull us out if need be?
And then I'll take the front end of the rope and tie it around my waist. And then Skip, you take rope, tie it to you, and then tie it to the rope, to me, essentially,
Mm-hmm.
and follow.
Yeah, that sounds like probably the best way to do it. Are you good with that?
Nite
Caleb?
or Caleb.
I guess Caleb will stay behind and shine the flashlight down the hole, and also
Skip's like, I'll give interval tugs on the rope to let you know that we're still okay. If you stop getting tugs, start pulling.
just keep talking as well. And let me know where you're at. Make sure that you keep those bandanas wetted down around your face to help cut down on the amount of smoke you're breathing in.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
Caleb's also going to be at least attempting to relay information back to the city with the radio, hoping that somebody's at the end, kind of towards the end of the tunnel, to listen, but just to at least provide. Caleb likes to keep people informed. That is an 11 under 71.
Ooh.
Okay.
Nice.
So you just hear, like, it's really, really, like, staticky. Where it's like, shh, 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 shh. Yes, this is Tilly. Shh, shh, no. Shoot, I forgot, Ashley, back up. I need to talk to get out of the way. Yes, okay, Caleb. We heard what you said. I'm important.
Oh, God.
He doesn't say that. Yeah, no, we'll be here on the edge. We're getting medical services ready. And then it's just like kind of staticky more, and it's whether it's the smoke or something that's disrupting the signal, it's kind of like all you hear for a little while.
Yeah, this is also kind of hoping to make sure that they're still getting stuff together, because Caleb really wants somebody coming down here with oxygen tanks too. It's still gonna need it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm sure that, while not fire specifically, I'm sure things like this have happened at the mine where they've had to do rescue stuff. That it's a messy business.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Did you tell them that there seems to be kids trapped underneath here? I can't remember.
I feel like he did.
I don't know if we said specifically kids, but we would have said that. I mean, the only reason we went down in the first place, and we would have relayed this on the radio, if not explicitly, it definitely would have been something that got relayed, is that there seems to be somebody trapped under the in the tunnels, and we're heading down to try and see if we can find them.
Yeah, I wrote that
so at this point,
Ashley was sent to get Tilly in the fire department, so they were going to like get services.
So
with this,
we're gonna do something I don't.
With this info burst, Caleb would have relayed that it sounds like there's kids down there that Cora and Skip are trying to get down to get out.
I think we're gonna do something here that I don't think we've done in Sanity Lost, where we're going to have a scene. I think we did a little bit last time, but I think this is in this chapter is gonna be a little bit more prevalent, where our camera, while you guys are getting set up, shifts to outside as Mayor Tilly hears three kids, and he's just like, Ashley, what you need to do is I need you to go and get O'Connell. Pretty much get everybody, round them up by the church, and we need to, or the church, or no, they would have some sort of like shelter, if not like maybe some sort of fallout shelter from I don't know if that's actually true, but it's like they would have had some sort of like safety place, especially with Cold War. I don't know if Cold War is in full swing, but maybe something. We'll just say the church to make it easy, especially after World War II. So, yeah. So he's like, we need to do a head count. We need to find out who's missing. He's like, oh, did we hear any names?
Yeah, I was gonna say, Caleb, did you pass that along?
I would have passed that we heard the kids, and I don't know if Caleb would have heard the name given necessarily. Yeah, Caleb would have been busy. Names. Yeah, Caleb would have been busy getting kind of the logistic side set up, and as much safety as can be, as much safety gear as possible prepped while you were looking down the tunnel.
Yeah. So like, but Ashley's like, I need to go down and help Core. And it's like, the best thing you can do to help Core right now is to use your stupid radio voice and get everyone together so we can find out who's missing. I don't think it's that stupid. Go. You can use the emergency. I can use the emergency. Oh, yes, sir. And like he salutes and just like kind of turns and like kind of briskly walks like into the place. And then like,
Sheriff, the mayor said I get to use the emergency radio.
yeah. And so like we see like a quick scene like as like pretty much I would imagine like especially with the threat of World War II and just the potential just to be safe, they have like some emergency like kind of speaker system, and shortly like the town hears this is Ashley, I forgot his last name.
I can never remember his last name either.
Yeah, Carter. This is Ashley Carter, AM radio extraordinaire. Please, if everyone can keep calm and head towards whatever the name of the church is. St. Ignace. If you guys could head down, everyone quick, grab your family, grab just whatever you need, just small provisions, but make sure everyone heads down there for just to be safe in this emergency. And like he kind of repeats that, and it gets more like grandiose each time until like you hear like pretty much like it repeats itself, and then we just hear O'Connell's like, okay, that's enough. Let's go down to the church. And he's like, okay. And as like the door closes like on the camera, we kind of come back up as Skip and Cora are tied securely. I'm not gonna say like you didn't roll for your knots, so it's like you guys like within that time like you don't have to worry about that.
Okay. And Caleb also would have been like, this is not like something that Caleb would be unfamiliar with anyway, and he would have been double checking that. Just if he's staying up for safety, he's not going to let them go without double checking that stuff.
All right, so Cora puts her damp bandana over her face and gets on. Are we like crawling? Do we have to crawl, or can we just kind of like duck walk?
So if you're going to try to crouch underneath the smoke, I want a dexterity check. If you are going to try to just power through the smoke, I need a constitution.
Okay, well they're the same, so I'll do dexterity. I think Cora's gonna try and go under.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, that was real close. That is a 49 under 50.
I am a 46 under 65.
Yeah, so you guys are going in there, and you notice that like the ground, like there seems to be like rocks and stuff, like not like big heavy rocks, but it's like you still have to like work around whether you're kind of duck crawling or just on your stomach going through, and just pretty much like maybe there's like a few times where it's like you have to like kind of just quickly like step up into the smoke, but with your protection and stuff, like you're able just to get up and down and over pretty smoothly, and and you pretty much make it to a plate.
And as we're going, Cora's just like calling out to the kids too. Just, can you guys still hear me? Are you still doing okay? Just kind of like trying to keep contact with them, I guess.
Yeah, and they're just like, yeah, no, we're still here.
Okay.
So while this is all going on, let's see. I want Caleb to do something. I just don't know what. Let's see. So Caleb, you're kind of just letting it.
Caleb gets out
there.
his lighter and starts holding the lighter up. No.
Oh my gosh. It's gonna intensify the whole situation.
Caleb accidentally
Starts playing with his lighter under the rope.
Yeah, yeah. He accidentally dooms us all to die.
The 40-year plan finally comes together.
He's been in on it all along.
Mwah.
Caleb actually is Buster.
It's
Or
amazing that he
Theodore.
didn't die.
He just morphs into like...
The magic agreement that I made with Buster had side effects.
Yeah, oh my gosh, you've been slowly turning evil over the last 20 years. That would be amazing.
Can you give me a natural world roll?
Weird,
I
that's a
can.
new one.
I can, but it probably won't be very good.
I was gonna say, do you have like...
Or,
time?
on the other hand, it can be amazing and be a 7 under 20.
What? That's
So.
incredible.
With a hard success. You're sitting there and it's like you kind of just pretty much have nothing like except for like just paying attention to this rope. But as you kind of just observe the opening, it doesn't look like a natural like tectonic shift in the plates or something that would open something. Like this doesn't look like a normal just weird split of a mine that you would know like from the years of working the mine. It almost seems like it was made. And then I'm also going to say, since you got a hard success, you realize whatever it was by noticing some of the, maybe where some of the debris and everything, the way that debris landed and some of the, it almost looks like cuts along the wall. It was something that came out into the sewer. Whatever it was.
Are there any other, like, is it just around that opening that those cuts are showing up, or is it like down
It almost looked like it was hat. No, not down the tunnel. Just like you can look around and like even when like as I was saying when you were looking down the tunnel when you like you didn't hear the kids right away. You notice that it seems like it's there's no like cut marks and it almost looked like hacked like almost like an axe or like somebody was like chopping through, not something like with a pickaxe or something.
But like chopping through from the outside of the tunnel into the tunnel.
Yes. Yeah. They were chopping into the already reinforced tunnel. So, from whatever this offshoot is.
Is there anything that indicates how fresh this opening might be? Like how recently it might have been opened?
With your... I'm going to say with your hard success and also just your connections with the mines. Like, I'm pretty sure you guys keep in contact with the sewage department and the maintenance people that come down here just in case something happens. You don't remember hearing any news, and this does look fresh.
Okay.
So
Well, we
with
did.
that,
We didn't... Well... So I guess while I'm waiting, seeing this, Caleb's going to start, kind of bank that away and start searching around the area to try and see if he can identify what direction whatever came out of this tunnel might have gone.
Okay. Yeah, we'll come back to you while you're looking around. So, Chorus, Skip.
Mm-hmm.
You guys can. The voices do sound closer now.
Okay.
But I'm gonna need another either Constitution or Dexterity check.
Okay. Well, Cora's gonna still be. I don't think that she like changed anything currently.
Yep.
So.
Dexterity.
Okay, that's better. That's a 37 under 50.
Mine was 83 over 65.
Uh-oh.
Okay. So, yeah, pretty much, Corey, you're able to, like, sneak ahead a little bit and, like, find a clear path. And just so I can picture this correctly.
Yeah.
Skip's rope is tied to the rope.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And around him.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, pretty much, like, the way Cora moves around, like, it almost looks like a tree root or, like, some sort of root that, like, comes through. You don't notice this, Cora, but, like, Skip, as you're going through, your rope kind of gets caught on this root, and you pretty much, like, trying to pull it, like, you kind of just slip, like, you pull it free, but I'm gonna say, like, you kind of just clatter against the back wall, and, like, I'm not gonna give you hit point damage. I thought about it, but nah. But yeah, like, you kind of, but you do hit, like, like, you yank a little bit too hard, and, like, you kind of just, kind of stumble backwards, maybe trip over the rope, Cora's rope, which is, like, has a little bit more, tautness in it, a little bit more, tightness, as, like, you kind of bang up against the wall.
You okay back there?
Skip maybe, like, inhaled, like, a bit of smoke when he, like, lost his balance and got a little too high up in the air, and so kind of, like, coughs and chokes a little bit and was like, yeah, I'm fine, keep going.
Okay, Cora's gonna keep going.
I also want to say, like, each time you do one of these checks, it's, like, a good, like, 10 minutes. I'm just gonna say, of you.
Oh my
like,
gosh.
Yeah, like, because you guys are making
How far
sure.
are we going?
It's not that it's far. It's just you're taking your time to make sure you don't get into the smoke.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's like you spend 20 minutes down here, and yeah. So Caleb, yeah. What kind of check do you want to do to see if you can notice stuff?
Kind of a low chance on this, but it's yeah, it would. Well, let's see. So there's kind of two ways I could think about this. One would be just pure track, like I'm trying to track something. However, I haven't actually seen any kind of signs of tracks yet. So the other side that I'm thinking of that would be just purely a spot hidden to see if I can spot any kind of signs of tracks or not. The track is very low chance, a lower skill than the spot hidden. However, the spot hidden seems more appropriate, not having any idea what the tracks are besides just some cuts on this passage and kind of looking like it was hacked into the tunnel.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we go the spot hidden route,
Mm-hmm.
which that is a 47 under 69.
Okay. Yeah, so you don't notice any tracks, like, per se, like, going outside. The only stuff you kind of spot, like, of signs of someone walking was your group coming down. And then, like, let's see. I want to give you something. I'm trying to think what it could... You notice pretty much within the... I know what you see. Because you're trained in this. You see a rune that you don't recognize. It's very faint, but it has a soft amber glow coming to it. It's not a very strong one, but it's just like a soft kind of
Interesting.
like glowing that you just kind of see tucked away kind of behind one of the pipes. And then, like, as you kind of go to look closer, the rope tugs.
So I'm kind of feeling that and being a little bit distracted from the watching the tunnel at that moment in the search. Caleb's gonna go back over the tunnel. Is everything okay down there?
Can we hear him?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so, Cora calls back. Yeah, it's slow, but we're okay.
Yeah, Skip's like, I tripped a little bit. You probably felt that, but we're fine.
And then you guys all hear, like, help! Like, you're almost here.
We're coming.
Hey, last Constitution or Dex.
Okay. All right, that's a fail for me. 65 over 50.
And I'm 11 under 65.
Alright. So, is that an extreme? Oh, no, that's just hard, right?
For
No,
John.
that would be extreme.
Yeah.
11
Yeah.
under
That is
65
extreme?
would be
Okay.
extreme.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because 11 under 58 is extreme.
Okay, so, going, like, maybe when you call out, like, your bad knee, like, just shoots pain into your leg, and, like, it forces you to, like, kind of just stand up to stretch that out. And, like, you kind of, like, get a, not like a debilitating gulp of smoke, but it's like, you get more than you want, but, like, pretty much, like, you stretch out your leg a little bit, and, like, as you kind of... like, but, like, you kind of stumble forward a little bit before, like, you kind of regain your senses, and we'll say, like, with Skip's extreme success, he's able to help you get back down without, like, really being affected too much, and help guide you to where, like, it sounds like the voices are, like, right in front of you.
Okay.
But you don't see anything.
Oh no. Of
To where
course.
we slide back to where we see O'Connell and Ashley just, are you sure? And he's like, yeah, no, we double checked, like, that's why we have these drills, to make sure everyone's here, and everyone's here. Then who's in the mine? And I think I need to switch the song.
This isn't scary enough.
I gotta remember this song. This song is a little bit more Knights of Arabia than I thought it would be. I like the beginning, but
I don't know. I think it's worked pretty well.
it worked. Okay, maybe it's because I know it's gonna be coming. Let's see. I think no, it's not that. This is this one. a song that we have played on this, but the first time it was shown was in a certain area. As you guys hear that the voices aren't there. And maybe Skip.
Wait. Can I clarify for 1 second? So we don't. We got there. Can we still hear them? We just can't see them, or like everything
hear
has
them.
stopped. Okay.
No, there's still all the smoke. You can hear everything, but I'm gonna roll over Skip's extreme success, as he was not affected, as he sees before him, as Cora is coughing the smoke, 2 giant feet with huge muscles. Standing before him is a man that seems way too big. One may say a man the size if an ox stood on its hind legs, wearing a mask that looks very similar to a mask that you guys have seen before. A jet black axe in his hand, while wearing a glove with, let's see, it would have been 1, 2, 3 amber glowing runes on it. And we'll see y'all next time.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Can
Well
I
then.
mulligan and swap places with Caleb?
Just remember, you're the ones that wanted to be back at the entrance.
Maybe
Start
the last
yelling,
thing you
pull.
Yeah.
you're just like come down. Maybe, you know what, I know something that would also be a little creepier. It's just like maybe Cora clears her vision and looks up as well, and you hear, "Sally's stuck," as it looks down at you as the voice comes
I
out.
knew that was coming.
No.
I knew it wasn't going to be real voices.
Oh my gosh.
See you
y'all
next
just-
week.
Bye.
Skip doesn't know anything. What's going on?
Yeah.
There? Well, I guess he would know, but maybe not the Oxman.
Ooh.
All
Say
right.
bye, everybody. Sleep well.
They're not. All right. See you guys next time.
Bye.